You're watching News 24 Live. Welcome to our Thursday Wheels show. I have Sean Parker from Wheels 24 alongside me. He's going to tell us about some of the latest news in the motoring world. Today, it's all about Top Gear. Sean,
Nico,
good morning. Good afternoon, rather.
How's it going?
Fine, thanks, and you. Thanks for coming in.
Cool.
So, yeah, fill us in. Apparently, the trio from Top Gear, former Top Gear, are moving with the times and have a show set for release on Netflix, I believe.
Yeah. We spoke last week, this time last week, about Top Gear announcing the DJ Chris Evans as the new host to take over from Clarkson. And the Sunday Times and the Daily Mirror in the UK reported that Clarkson was on the verge of signing a deal with Netflix to produce a motoring show over there. And his former co-hosts are likely to be joining him. There's no official statement out from them yet, but where there's smoke, there's fire. So
Okay.
does that make sense? Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, there'll be a statement in the next few weeks. Hammond actually, when they were recently in South Africa to film their live show, he did allude to the trio working from the States, and Clarkson actually shut him down. So I think that obviously there were negotiations happening. It was just a matter of time.
Hush, hush at this
Yeah,
stage.
yeah. Which is very exciting. You know, there was over 1 million people that signed a petition
Yeah.
in the UK for Clarkson to be reinstated on the BBC. So their fan base is huge, and this is very big news and very good news.
Now, is it likely to retain the same sort of format, you know, the same sort of gaffes and silly, you know, sort of experiments and stuff they do?
Yeah.
Or are we looking at an entirely new format? I mean, is the old Top Gear with Evans now going to retain the Top Gear format? I mean, how's that going to... There's going to be some copyright issues and stuff, surely.
Well, also in the news that with regards to the Netflix deal, the ex-executive producer Andy Woolman will also be joining Clarkson, Hammond and May. So that's where a lot of the ideas came from. Obviously, with the BBC, they had a big staff, and they had obviously, you know, had your script writers and
Big
your
production
researchers.
teams, yeah.
I think that with Netflix, you know, they are going to have access to a bigger pool of writers, and they will have a significant budget. So, to be honest, I think the gaffes and the experiments and all of those challenges that Top Gear is famous for is probably gonna happen again on the new show. It's just gonna take a different angle. You know, they are going to want to now make their mark and make a new mark. So, to be honest, I'm just basically like rubbing my hands, waiting to see what they're going to come up with. What's interesting about Netflix, which is, if people don't know this, it's a streaming service based in the US that obviously goes out to most parts of the world. Unfortunately, it doesn't come to South Africa.
When are you say likely to get Netflix?
That's something that I'm not sure about, but yeah, hopefully we can. I don't know. Hopefully we can sort of make a way to get it, because it's going to be big.
Yeah. But on that sort of the Netflix platform, I'm sure you're
yeah.
leading to, you can download a whole season.
Exactly. That's
yeah.
the yeah. So obviously people are familiar with House of
Binge on
Cards. Yeah. So I mean, you know, you can end up watching the whole season in like one night, kind of a thing, which is what people do these days anyway. Yeah. So that's very exciting news.
Okay, we'll watch this space. Obviously, Clarkson still has his detractors, just looking at some of the social media reaction to this. Fresh at #arrogant, interesting Twitter handle. Not interested in Netflix's alternative to Top Gear because Jeremy Clarkson doesn't deserve any more chances. And then on the other side of the fence, we have Tom Miller, 98. Clarkson, Hammond and May are making a new car show on Netflix. Thank God. Charlotte Gore says, interesting, Netflix will get a Clarkson, May, Hammond car show. The BBC gets the Top Gear brand with new presenters. Place your bets. So yeah, I suppose, Sean, that's what a lot of people want to see, is which of these 2 new shows, if this Netflix show goes ahead, is going to win over the majority of your sort of former Top Gear fans?
Yeah, the new show and when the Top Gear starts with Chris Evans, obviously they're going to go head to head. What's interesting is that Netflix, as of the first quarter of 2015, they have something like 60 million subscribers. So, there is also a new sort of audience that the 3 of these old men are gonna be able to tap into. And yeah, the US obviously a massive market, and it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be really cool.